These 18 devil fruits from One Piece games and movies are so overpowered that they could flip the One Piece world upside down if they were canon. Moreover, 4 of these devil fruits are so ridiculously broken that they can even cause trouble for Luffy's Gear 5. Starting with the Rocky Noi, a devil fruit so formidable that it can warp the fabric of reality. We'll be diving deeper into our list where you'll encounter devil fruits that shatter logic, defy explanation, and reimagine the One Piece universe. And the last 3 are absolute showstoppers you won't want to miss. The Rocky Nomi is a paramecia-type devil fruit eaten by Baccarat, who appeared in the One Piece film Gold. This devil fruit allows her to steal the good luck of anyone she touches, and the victim experiences a rapid succession of unfortunate events and accidents after. Baccarat often uses this ability on the guests of the casino to make them lose games, putting them in enormous debt, thus forcing them to slave away working for Gran Toro, owner of the ship. By stealing enough luck, Baccarat herself becomes extremely lucky, which makes her almost invincible in battle since most attacks will miss her. And even something as simple as throwing a coin will cause a chain reaction of disasters to befall and harm her opponents. However, this stolen luck does not last forever and will eventually disappear too if many fortunate events happen to her. To spice things up, we also will be making a tier list of all these devil fruits. Listen, Baccarat's luck-stealing abilities make her a formidable foe, potentially capable of taking on even Gear 5 Luffy. However, she needs to land a touch first, making her a high-risk, high-reward opponent, earning her a spot in Tier A. Baccarat's boss, Gran Toro, the ruthless main antagonist of One Piece Gold, ate the Goru Nomi and with it unleashed a power that's pure gold. The Paramecia Devil Fruit allows Tesoro to freely manipulate any gold that he has previously touched at will. He can create huge fountains of liquid gold, trap his enemies, and infuse gold dust and flakes into other people's bodies so that he can then slowly transform their skin into gold. He's also able to create gold armor that grants him increased power and defense, as shown when he equips his high-ranking executives with it during the final battle with the Straw Hats. He can manipulate it to the extent that he can create and pilot a massive golden golem the size of a skyscraper. His gold is strong enough to withstand a slash from Zoro's swords. One thing that must be bugging all of you is that without gold to fuel Tesoro's powers, can he truly be a formidable foe? Or is his dominance just a fool's gold? Well, with a pinch of gold dust, Tesoro unleashes his most absurdly awesome ability. He showers his guests with glittering powder, manipulating their movements like puppets on strings, and with a mere thought, he petrifies them into solid gold statues. A dazzling display of power that's pure gold. The awakening of Tesoro's devil fruit was even more broken, as he was able to sense disturbances across his vast network of touched gold, detecting threats to his city. Moreover, he can unleash devastating light beams or explosive force from his golden constructs, capable of obliterating a marine warship or delivering a crushing blow to his foes. Honestly, Goru Nomi isn't special, but Tesoro's exceptional skill makes it stand out, earning it a D-tier spot. The Moa Noi is also a paramecia-type fruit that was eaten by Baron the World, who was the captain of World Pirates and the main antagonist of the One Piece 3D 2Y anime special. This godly devil fruit grants its user the power to exponentially increase the speed and size of any object they touch, up to 100 times its original scale. Additionally, they can also turbocharge their own physical velocity, making them a formidable force on the battlefield. Byron D. World harnessed his devil fruit powers by increasing the size of weapons and projectiles such as sights and bullets. This amps up his physical strength, speed, and ability to create high-speed projectiles, striking with unpredictable timing. Byron D excelled in Busoshoku Haki, but his inability to imbue his projectiles with it restricted the full potential of the MOA Noi because it would have elevated him to an entirely new level of strength. But since we're talking about fruit only, it definitely deserves to go in the A tier. The Nuka Noi, a devil fruit of fungal fury, grants its user dominion over deadly mushroom spores, allowing them to cultivate and manipulate these toxic entities with precision. Mushuru, that's Wapol's brother, who appeared in One Piece Movie 9, consumed the Nuka Noi. Mushuru has leveraged the Nuka Nomi's powers primarily for combat, exploring techniques beyond simply releasing toxic spores. He can fire spores in concentrated energy-like blasts and control spore-borne clones, which can transform and adapt. For instance, he can morph his body parts, such as turning his hair into a cap, elongating his limbs for agility, or transforming his hand into a drill, showcasing the fruit's versatility and his mastery. In my opinion, similar to Goru Nomi, the Nuka Nomi isn't an exceptionally powerful devil fruit, but Mushuru's expertise in wielding it makes it a formidable tool. Therefore, as for the fruit only, I'd place it in the D tier. Apis is a young girl who lives on Warship Island along with her grandfather Bokuden. She is the main ally of the Straw Hat Pirates during the Warship Island arc. Apis ate the Hiso Nomi, a paramecia-type devil fruit that gives her the ability to telepathically connect with animals, facilitating communication. However, it's important to note that this ability does not grant control control over the animal's mind or actions, but rather enables a deeper understanding and exchange of thoughts. Apis harnesses the fruit's powers to form profound connections with animals, allowing her to engage in heartfelt conversations and earn their trust. With this special bond, animals can alert her to potential dangers, serving as loyal sentinels. Notably, she shares a particularly strong connection with her beloved dragon companion, Ryu, with whom she shares a deep and understanding friendship. The effectiveness of the Hiso Hiso Nomi is directly tied to the user's ability to form strong bonds with animals. If the user can befriend even the most powerful creatures, such as sea kings, they can summon them to their aid. This ability has the potential to drastically disrupt the balance of power in the One Piece world, making the user incredibly formidable. Apis can also make y'all subscribe. See? You did that right now. Thank you. The Hiso Hiso Nomi is a double-edged sword, shining brightly as an S-tier treasure for charismatic extroverts who effortlessly charm animals and wield its power with ease. However, for introverted souls like myself who struggle to form connections beyond a handful of close friends, this fruit's potential withers away to a humble C tier. Considering both extremes, I'll place it in the B tier. The Nuka Nomi is a paramecia-type devil fruit that allows its user to turn invisible and walk through solid objects, giving them a stealthy edge. Tanaka, a seasoned security guard and high-ranking executive at Gran Toro, consumed the fruit and utilized its powers constantly to travel swiftly through the vast casino and to other islands, greatly enhancing his efficiency and effectiveness in his security work. The Nuka Nomi devil fruit excels in defense and stealth, granting its user unparalleled ability to evade and sneak up on foes. However, its utility on offense is somewhat lacking, making it a situational choice for combat. Therefore, I would classify it as a C-tier fruit, recognizing its exceptional defensive capabilities while acknowledging its limitations in dealing direct damage. These are only 6 of the 18 fruits that we are going to cover in this video, and it will only get crazier from here. Moving on to the next fruit, the Gsha Nomi was consumed by Douglas Bullet, infamously known as the Demon Heir, who was the main antagonist of the movie One Piece Stampede. The paramecia-type devil fruit grants Douglas Bullet the extraordinary ability to disassemble and reassemble inanimate objects with his mind, allowing him to create complex mechanical constructs at will. By harnessing this power, he can forge an array of innovative devices, most notably exoskeletons, to dramatically enhance his physical strength and agility. As an awakened devil fruit user, Douglas Bullet can disassemble objects from vast distances and reshape entire islands by reconstructing their terrain, granting him immense power to alter the environment at will. When Douglas Bullet enters his powered state, he unleashes a transformative fusion of his Gsha Nomi abilities and Busa Shoku Haki, akin to Luffy's Gear 4. His body metamorphoses, turning a radiant blue with glowing red eyes, while his arms morph into a unique tire-like structure, amplifying his physical prowess. In this state, Bullet's speed, strength, and offensive capabilities are significantly augmented by his Haki, making him a nearly unstoppable force on the battlefield. The Gsha Nomi is a decently potent devil fruit, elevated to new heights by Bullet's remarkable skills. On its own, however, it's a solid B-tier fruit, packing a punch, but not quite reaching the top tier. I don't know if it's just me, but Bullet's devil fruit powers bear a slight resemblance to Eustace Kids, sharing a similar vibe in their abilities. Moda Nomi was eaten by Ai, who is the second in command and vice admiral of the Neo Marines and a former member of the Marines. She is a major antagonist in One Piece Film Z. Ain's paramecia-type devil fruit, the Moda Nomi, enables her to create an energy orb that reverses the age of anyone or anything it comes into contact with by 12 years. By using this power, she can weaken her opponents by regressing their physical bodies to a younger state, effectively undoing years of training and strength gains. If used repeatedly, her power can de-age a person to a point before their birth, erasing them from existence entirely. Ain's powers also work on objects and terrain. She can trap enemies by reverting the ground to its original state and snaring them. She can also turn solidified lava back into a molten state, unleashing a wave of flames. Moda Nomi is an insanely strong devil fruit, and it definitely deserves to be placed in the B tier. Binz is an officer of the Neo Marines and a former member of the Marines. He's a major antagonist in One Piece Film Z. Binz consumed the Mosa Nomi, a paramecia-type devil fruit, granting him dominion over plant growth. He can rapidly accelerate the growth of multiple plants simultaneously, manipulating their enlarged forms to restrain and disorient his foes. Binz's Mosa Nomi is a scaled-down counterpart to Marine Admiral Green Bull's formidable fruit, yet its potency remains impressive, solidifying its position in the B tier. Batat Nomi, model vampire, was eaten by Patrick Redfield, aka Red the Aloof, the main antagonist of the game One Piece. Unlimited World Red. By consuming this fruit, Patrick Redfield gained the dark powers of a mythical vampire. He can sharpen his fangs to pierce his victims' necks, draining their life force and accelerating their aging process, leaving them frail and decrepit. Meanwhile, he reaps the benefits of eternal youth and enhanced strength, growing more formidable with each bloodlust. This fruit also grants its user two formidable forms: a full vampire transformation transformation, and a hybrid vampiric state. In either form, the user unlocks a range of dark abilities, including flight, the power to envelop themselves in a shadowy cloak, and a mysterious teleportation technique that allows them to vanish and reappear in flashes of crimson energy, leaving a trail of blood-red bursts in their wake. However, it remains unclear whether the Batat Nomi model vampire also bestows upon its users the traditional vulnerabilities associated with vampirism, such as susceptibility to sunlight, garlic, or sacred symbols like crosses. The Batat Nomi model vampire is an absolute beast of a fruit, warranting its placement in the esteemed A tier. Its unparalleled abilities and lack of confirmed weaknesses make it a force to be reckoned with. Don Asino, the patriarch of the Atsun family and the main antagonist of the anime-only Ice Hunter arc. He ate the Atsun Nomi, a paramecia-type devil fruit that grants him the ability to create and control high heat, with his maximum temperature being 10,000 degrees. His touch can melt solid objects into liquid states. Moreover, his superheated physiology significantly enhances his physical prowess, making his attacks even more formidable. Additionally, he can unleash raw heat as concentrated projectiles, further expanding his arsenal of abilities. Don Asino can also fly by releasing jets of steam from his nose to propel himself, produce a protective layer of heat to block and nullify enemy attacks, create strong, scorching whirlwinds, and slide over ice by melting it beneath his feet. That's not it. Don Asino is immune to extreme temperatures, able to withstand freezing cold and molten lava without harm. Don Asino's devil fruit gives me the same vibe as Akainu's, and its incredible powers combined with its impressive versatility make it a prime candidate for the A tier. The Nemu Nomi is a paramecia-type devil fruit that grants the user the power to put anyone to sleep. Basically, it traps people in a dream world where the user can steal memories, manipulate the dreamscape, and control others. This fruit's power lets the user exploit and dominate the subconscious mind. A seahorse named Noko, who appeared in the One Piece RPG game One Piece Ocean's Dream, has eaten this fruit. Noko primarily utilizes its power to put opponents to sleep, absorb others' dreams, and control people. However, when injured, the absorbed memories leak out of his body and return to their original owners. Additionally, Noko declines food offers from Zoe, stating that he sustains himself on leftover memories. Even a seahorse like Noko, who can't walk, wields the Nemu Nomi with remarkable efficiency. It's chilling to think what a human could accomplish with this fruit's power. Without a doubt, the Nemu Nomi would be considered an A-tier fruit, granting its user the unparalleled mastery over the realm of dreams. Breed, the captain of the Breed Pirates and the main antagonist of the anime-only Caesar Retrieval arc, has eaten the Peto Nomi, a paramecia-type devil fruit that allows him to produce green gel from his hands and use it to create special collars. This collar renders the victim completely submissive, forcing them to obey Breed's every command without resistance, as long as they can hear his instructions. The collar cannot be removed by the victim, ensuring Breed's absolute control over them. This collar works on all living creatures, from humans to land animals to sea creatures. He uses them to control many animals that compose his crew. He also uses them to subjugate his enemies, allowing him to easily restrain and imprison them, and even have them fight each other to death. With its mastery over manipulation, the Peto Nomi solidifies its position as an A-tier devil fruit. Mad Treasure is the main antagonist of the Heart of Gold special. He is the captain of the treasure pirates and a notorious treasure hunter hired by Guild Tesoro to find the extraordinary treasure of pure gold. Mad Treasure ate the Jara Jaromi, a powerful devil fruit that grants users versatile chains for combat and defense. Its chains transform into formidable blunt weapons, impenetrable armor, and precision binding tools. With a thought, they tighten telekinetically, glowing red with intense force. Tightening. The chain's ends can also be sharpened for stabbing and grappling, and their size can be adjusted from standard to bridge-like lengths. The chains wielded by Mad Treasure are formidable, yet vulnerable to being shattered by immense force. The Jara Jaromi would be incredibly devastating if wielded by a skilled Busoshoku Aki user, but on its own, it's a solid C-tier devil fruit. Gutsu Nomi, a paramecia-type devil fruit, grants the user a body like a blast furnace. They can devour ore, melting it into a molten state within, and then unleash the molten metal in any form they desire. This incredible ability is wielded by Bill. Bill was the leader of the Silver Pirate Alliance and the main antagonist of the Silver Mine arc. Bill can manipulate metal with incredible versatility, forging weapons, projecting molten ore, and encasing himself in a protective shell that amplifies his size and strength. As he consumes more metal ore, his bulk increases, unlocking his true potential. A gargantuan form capable of unleashing catastrophic attacks that can reduce entire islands to rubble. With his abilities fueled by the abundant resources of places like the silver mines, Bill becomes an unstoppable force, leaving destruction in his wake. The Jara Jaromi is very powerful, but it also has its big weakness. It needs rare metals to work at its best. This limits its potential, making it a D tier fruit. 15 down. Now the ultimate powerhouses arrive, the last 3 devil fruits that can shatter the balance of the One Piece world. The Uta Nomi is a unique paramecia-type devil fruit that enables its user to transport people's consciousness to Uta world through song, leaving their physical bodies unconscious. In Uta world, the user has complete control, can manipulate reality, and has performed feats like transforming people into objects. Those trapped in Uta world cannot escape on their own. Additionally, the user can control the real-world bodies of those trapped in Uta world, making it easy to harm or kill them while they're incapacitated. Interestingly, while physical entry and exit are impossible, without the user's ability, images can be broadcast from Uta world to the real world via Denden Mushi. If the user dies, the trapped spirits will remain stuck in Uta world. Notably, the user's physical presence is not required to send others to Uta world, as seen when Uta's concert live-streamed via Denden Mushi affected fans worldwide, drawing their souls into Uta world through the video and audio broadcast. The user can trap people in Uta world by creating a large musical staff and placing them on it. However, those trapped can escape by singing the note corresponding to their position on the staff. Uta's fruits can also summon Tot Musica, a powerful demonic entity. However, controlling Tot Musica requires significant training, and Uta struggled to do so. Summoning Tot Musica has an unexpected consequence. It allows those trapped in Uta world to escape if they defeat Tot Musica in both worlds before its essence consumes Uta world. However, this is an extremely challenging task. This fruit was consumed by Uta, who was portrayed as the daughter of the legendary pirate Shanks in the One Piece film Red, although this relationship is not considered part of the official One Piece canon until this point in time. The Uta Nomi's staggering potential for psychological manipulation, mass control, and emotional exploitation solidifies its position as a top-tier S-tier devil fruit. The Inu Nomi model Bake Danuki is a video game exclusive mythical Zoan-type devil fruit that allows the user to transform into the legendary Bake Danuki. It was consumed by Pato, a sentient pet. By tapping into the mythical powers of the Bake Danuki, Pato can transform ordinary leaves into anything he desires, objects, people, or environments, simply by inscribing a name on the leaf with his pentail. These creations possess the exact abilities and traits of their originals and demonstrate unwavering loyalty to Pato. Furthermore, they can even replicate themselves exponentially, amplifying Pato's already impressive capabilities. The people that the user creates aren't as powerful as the originals and will turn back into leaves once defeated. This was shown when the real Straw Hat Pirates easily defeated an army of clones, which included themselves and several enemies that they had faced in the past. The only notable weakness of this devil fruit is that if another person uses the abilities of the user against their will, then the clones will become loyal to them instead of the user. If a human had consumed the Inu Nomi model Bake Danuki, the possibilities would be endless and potentially catastrophic. The user's ability to create loyal clones and manipulate environments would be amplified by their human intelligence, emotions, and experiences. The Inu Nomi model Bake Danuki is undoubtedly one of the most broken and absurdly powerful devil fruits in the entirety of One Piece, solidifying its position in the S tier with ease. The Fua Fua Nomi, a paramecia-type devil fruit, grants its user the extraordinary ability to defy gravity, levitating themselves and inanimate objects into the air. This potent fruit was consumed by the infamous pirate Shiki, who was on par with legendary pirates like Roger and Whitebeard in his prime. Although Shiki is a canon character and his devil fruit powers are also canon, he was shown in the One Piece movie called One Piece Strong World, so we will cover him as well. Shiki's devil fruit powers allow him to control and levitate objects, including massive warships, suspending them in place until he chooses to release them. Notably, he can maintain control over levitated objects regardless of distance, as seen when he kept Merville's floating structures afloat while sailing away. This ability gives Shiki a substantial combat edge, enabling him to dodge attacks with ease, strike from a distance with his swords, and repurpose large objects like rocks as shields to deflect incoming blows. Shiki's mastery of the Fua Fua Nomi extends beyond levitation, as he can also manipulate and reshape his surroundings to create complex structures and objects. He has demonstrated this by crafting stone, debris, and snow into ferocious lions that charge at his foes, and even suspending water in midair to drown his enemies. This remarkable versatility solidifies the Fua Fua Nomi as one of the most formidable paramecia-type devil fruits, granting Shiki unparalleled creative control over his environment. The Fua Fua Nomi has 3 primary weaknesses. Firstly, it cannot levitate living objects except for the user themselves. Secondly, the user can only control objects they have previously physically touched. Lastly, if the user is knocked unconscious, the levitated objects will immediately lose their suspension, potentially leading to catastrophic consequences, as seen with the collapse of Merville. I think that Fua Fua Nomi's colossal power far outweighs its weaknesses, cementing its position in the S-tier ranks, where its unparalleled versatility reigns supreme. Canonically, 10 Titanic captains of Blackbeard pirates have the most broken and mysterious devil fruits in One Piece. Click on this video where we've explained all 10 of them.